Hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike We Play video. Hello, Tarron.
Hello, buddy. How are you?
I'm very well. So, we've been talking about it. We've had other things to do, but we've now sorted that, and we are now ready to look at Judgment.
Judgment.
Prepare to pass Judgment.
This is a cool one.
Yes,
this is one I've been wanting to play for a little while.
Yeah. So this is a game made by an Australian company.
Yep.
Which is why we also like it.
Yep.
Because it's nice to showcase some stuff that's made in Oz, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there. A lot of people don't really realise it.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool games that are Aussie based, and they're not really getting as much like high-end traffic sort of thing.
Yeah.
This one sounds like it's doing quite well though.
Yeah. What's so good about it though is, well, everything really.
Everything.
Everything I've sort of read and.
They've made a tabletop MOBA, so things like Dota and League of Legends and all that sort of stuff, and they've put it on as a tabletop miniatures game.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cool. It looks really good. And it's 54 mil.
54 mil.
Most of the stuff we usually play, particularly on here, is a 30-ish, 20-something, 30-something. These are big minis, but they look really, really good.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of detail into 54 mil,
yeah, that's
obviously, because they look cool.
And the play style of the game is quite different to your standard sort of tabletop miniatures game as well, because of the way it's designed.
Yeah, so that MOBA feel comes through. So you've got, for anybody who's uninitiated in it, it's multiplayer online battle arena. So you've got a lot of people, like you take characters and you have a base, and then the enemy takes characters and they have a base, and you basically just try and blow the other dude's base up. They fancy it up, but that's what it boils down to.
They really fancy it up.
They really fancy it up.
It's all about the characters.
Yeah.
All about the characters, and the same sort of thing with this. So
yeah,
the amount of sort of variety and how they've sort of worked it out and planned it on the rules. Yeah. Very, very cool.
And you see some of the online MOBAs and things, they have huge arrays of characters that you can choose from. And these guys have got like loads of these little extra character guys in like a single box.
Yeah, dozens to sort of flesh out your force and things like that, what you want to take.
So you've got plenty to choose from. Yeah. But we're going to have a look at this for our first time, which is cool.
Yeah. So we've un the box,
took
so we
the
can
plastic
get
off
into it easier, but
yeah, because it's shiny.
Yes.
This is still pretty shiny.
It is.
But it's not plastic wrap shiny. All right, you can stop laughing.
So this is the 2-player starter box. So this should have like the rules, and there's the board to play on and all that sort of thing. But
and it is based around like 2 players. So
it's one-on-one combat.
Yeah, one-on-one stuff. But
so
I mean, you can always adjust that if you've got.
We only just unwrapped it, the sort of thing, but we'll have a
do the. It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still fresh.
You gotta love that. Yeah. Nice little rule book.
Which is good, because look, that's what you want to look for in a game. You want the basic mechanics to be easy to understand, but the strategy side of things to be a little bit more complex. So you've got some meat and potato there to get into.
And this one looks like it's really well set out, actually.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I've seen some rule books that they're good and they get the message across, but you have to keep flicking backwards and forwards and all that sort of stuff. This looks like it's just got the.
That's it. Yeah,
it's
like easy to read as well.
Yeah, really
so.
Easy to go through and find what you need to know and learn the rules.
There's some lovely art,
which I love.
There's a little thank you note.
We got a thank you. Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah. Talk about the rain. So
you helped.
Hey,
well done. Yeah. These are your first minis. They've got some standees for some of these guys. So you've got 4 characters across the bottom there. The characters, and then you've got monsters as well, which hang around the arena. So the characters are the ones that you actually use as your guys, and then the monsters are like AI. Do they have an AI thing?
There's rules for them, yeah. So you can interact with them. If you get too close, they'll attack your guys. You can strategies, push the enemy into them, and they'll attack them and do all sorts of things. Depends which character you go with. Some of them are better at attacking monsters or controlling monsters even. So
some of them get like bonuses and things for killing monsters and stuff like that.
All that
so,
sort of thing, so
yeah, there's some freaky stuff going on there.
So
First lot of
there's the bases for those. They're even, there you go, Ashtooth, that's one of the monsters. Sir Marcus, that's that Winter Knight dude. So those cardboard cutouts have actually got the names on them. Which
so they got a little slot in there, and you just stick your little standy dude in there, and you're good to go. You got your monster spawning pits, your effigies, and your shrine. Now
there's a wall.
That's a wall.
That's a wall.
Effigy was the thing that you're actually, your base you're trying to protect.
That's right.
Yep,
yeah.
Okay.
And then there's
the shrines give you like
stuff. Yeah, if you control them or whatever it is.
So we got some.
So that's those.
Looks like physical condition markers and things on there as well.
So the game doesn't actually use a tape measure, like inches measuring or whatever. They have their own ranges. Yeah. So each of those, just pop them out, and that's all you need.
Each one's got their own little thing there.
I kind of like that.
That's cool.
You can get acrylic versions of those because everyone likes that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So and they're all in that full colour look and things like that.
Yeah.
They're nice.
And I mean, if you're desperate, you can always just measure that out. But
true.
This is a cool way of doing it.
Absolutely.
It's a slightly easier way of doing it as well. You can always put that base to base. Boom, it's done.
Yeah.
You know. And then you've got your souls, fate counters, and you've got a few more physical conditions, burn and stun and stuff like that.
Burn, you say?
Yeah. Dear. There's no way that's two.
Oh, that is on there. It's an L shape.
Oh, it's an L.
It's an L.
I thought it was a little counter on its own. It's actually attached to the thing. Okay. I was going to say there's no dimension of that's 2 inches. This is your game board.
Yep. So let's open that up.
I was going to say I'll let you open that up because they tend to get nasty at you.
Opening.
Opened the wrong way. Boom. Hopefully that's not too shiny.
So it plays on a 2 foot square board. So there's locations marked depending on what scenario you want to play. And
different things will turn up on different spots.
Yes.
Put that back.
Pretty straightforward, which is good. So there's a number of scenarios and things like that. They do make that and some other boards in a neoprene finish. So there's different varieties because different monsters go with different mats and things like that. So a bit of variety.
And some, nice. I mean, the cardboard ones are good, but I kind of like the neoprene ones.
Oh, definitely.
For durability.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
absolutely. So we've got a couple of D6s.
Which will presumably have some sort of use at some point.
Yeah.
And these are your special...
Judgment dice.
Judgment dice.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Alpha Strike website does actually have these dice that you can buy separately. You can get extra ones. And they come in different colours. So if you like something else, like
which is cool.
Red or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it means you can have 2 separate sets meeting up for like a tournament, and you know whose dice are which.
Yeah.
Which is good.
That's it.
Yeah. So you've got this. There's like 2 of the cross swords. There's one of these little portal things, and then there's one of those little turn things, and then you've got 2 blanks on that one.
2 blanks.
Yeah.
So I think the number of dice you roll is depending on how good your model is and the defense of the other model. That affects that. That gives you your pool of dice.
Add and minus, and you'll get a pool of dice which you roll.
Yep. And then whatever results you get on those, you add them up, and that gives you your choices. So each of your character can do certain things, and then there's standard actions that you can do depending on what you've rolled.
So the different characters' abilities will key off different sides of the dice that come up.
Which is very interesting.
That's
kind
cool.
of like that.
I like that. Yeah.
So what have we got? Cards. I did quickly open these and have a little look. So just for the unboxing, it was easier. So we've got. Okay. Well, let's pull these out. Maybe because the cards are for these guys, I think.
So well, the cards. Some of the cards will be for these guys as well. So we'll have them handy too.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the top one there is this guy.
Yep. So
Bastion Oriel is a human lawkeeper.
And a supporter. His role is supporter. So there's different roles in the game. So you've got aggressors, which are designed pretty much to go after the other characters.
And that is why you have a 54mm miniature, because he is awesomely detailed. Put him on here, but he's very, very cool.
You're only using about 3 to 5 models at a time.
Yeah.
So why not have something in a bigger scale? And that's really nice. You can spend the time painting it, working on it, and things like that, and have that in your cabinet, in your collection.
Yep.
So nice.
That's if you're into the minis. These are probably good ones to have a look at because they're very well detailed. They're well made. They're very cool looking. They'd be good ones for painting up and just kind of working on your painting skills and going, okay, I've done it with little orcs and things. Now I'm going to try one of these big guys and see how good I can get.
So there's a lot of detail on it. There are a lot of people who have actually just bought them for painting competitions. They just, because they have so much character to them.
Yeah.
And they've entered them into competitions.
You've already got a nice little scenic base. You've already got a really detailed mini with a lot of character. It's worth giving it a shot.
Yeah. So that one, Bastion. So he's got a couple of cards.
Yeah.
There.
So you've got the cards give you your different stats and things, but they also give you can level up.
So in game.
It's a MOBA. Yeah. You can level up while you're playing the actual game, apparently. So you've got a level 2 and a level 3 ability there, and you've got a bunch of different things that happen based on which ability you're using and which dice you rolled and all that sort of stuff. And it's all listed on a couple of just standard-ish size cards, which is really good.
Yeah, it is good.
That's cool. Sleeve them up.
Definitely. I mean, they're really nice. They're like a
nice finish.
They're really nice finish. I mean, they're nice. So who else?
I think Asterial.
She's
here.
So an elf fire mage, and she's an aggressor. So she's the one that goes after the other characters and stuff. So she's so angry.
Angry.
Oh, there she is there.
Asterial the fire mage.
So all of them come with a little box like that. This isn't obviously with this, so you can buy these separately.
Yeah, so that'll be her mini in there.
Her mini in there, which is some of them are a lot of them are like a really, really nice resin. So they've got lots of detail on them as well. So that's something else we can show you.
These starter ones are the plastic ones, aren't they?
They're really
but it's a good quality
beautiful one. Yeah, really, really good. Who's next? So we've got Krull.
So
he's
that's
Orc Witch Doctor. He's a soul gazer. So the soul gaze. So in the game, you go after souls, and you take them back to your effigy, and that basically weakens your opponent's effigy and makes you stronger. And your characters who are holding them, some characters can get benefits from carrying them. Okay. From what I've read.
Yep.
But generally you want to take out the other guy's thing, and that's it. So,
yeah. But they are like an in-game currency thing that you can use to do really cool stuff or fire up certain abilities and stuff like that. Yeah, so a Soul Gazer class is one who's sort of really good at getting them. So that I think normally you have to be base to base to pick them up. These guys can do it at a distance and they get other hoopy stuff, and so they're not combat orientated per se, but they can still. Oh, they can swing a game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can swing a game with that sort of ability.
Yeah. And the orcs, if you like your orcs, he's pretty cool. He's featured quite a lot in there. They have like an ongoing story for this as well, and I think he actually becomes one of the undead, the other models that you can take.
Oh, okay.
He becomes
an undead
or something. I think it's him. No, maybe there's a human. I think it's the human. Anyway, they've all got stories. He's done stuff. I've read some stuff. Who's next? Rakia. Rakia? That's
Rakia.
Yeah, take him out.
So this guy's awesome looking. Look at this.
Orc rogue, and he's an aggressor, so he hunts the characters. Wow.
So you got a nice little scenic base. You've got a dynamic pose. You got action. You got adventure. You got an orc with a big knife. What more can you want? And look at that cape. Oh, that's like Spawn worthy.
Harrison Ford playing him. That's the way that's how it's sounding.
I don't know if you could make Harrison Ford look that ugly, could you?
No.
Look at that. I mean, if you're into your painting and stuff, that cape that's like I'd be terrified to paint that. That's because I know I'd bugger it up. But if you're really into painting, those sort of things are where you can make your skills like really show up.
The good thing about the terrain is, and the models are assigned a size. So you can have all these big wavy capes and all that sort of thing. It doesn't matter. That model is size whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. So that's pretty cool.
They're really cool.
So he's got a lot of poison and all that sort of thing. Shadow step. He does like the shadow jumping sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
So
cool. He's got like a blink.
Yeah, he can be quite nasty. Who's next? Sir Marcus. He's a human knight and he's a defender.
Our paladin with the big shield.
Yeah, that's right. So he's getting on in years apparently, but he's got there's some sword. The sword has a name or something, and that's what makes him so kick butt. It just says sword on here. I probably would have put the sword's name.
I was going to say if it's got a name, put it in.
Maybe that's it. Winter's Bite. Maybe that's what it is.
Probably.
I don't know. But that's him. Yeah, so he's pretty good. Who's next? Thrommel Ironbeard. He's a dwarf warrior defender. You right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thrommel Ironbeard.
Are you making fun of the dwarf's family name? I'd be very careful about that. Yeah.
I wouldn't dare.
So that looks like that's all the characters. So there's monsters in here. So who have we got first? Gloom. So Gloom is a Shadowhound monster.
This one is really cool. I do like my wolves and hounds and things.
Yeah.
And she's really good. She's got like bones and things all over her little terrain piece there. And the detail on the mini is just insane. She's got like a little yin-yang swirl in her skin. You probably can't see that on the camera, but it looks really, really cool. They're really good minis.
So the monsters you can't play. They're on the board and you interact with them.
Yeah, and they're AI controlled and they move around on their own sort of rules.
Yeah, sort of thing. That sort of thing, yeah. So she's pretty good. Ashtooth.
Which is the werewolf guy, which I would really like to be a character that I could play, but he's not. Such is life.
But apparently he does like double reward or something, but he's like super, super tough.
It would be werewolf.
Yeah.
But that's him there, and he's got a standy version.
Movement of D3. Melee of 8. It seems quite strong. Inferno. Fire elemental monster.
That'll be him.
The fire. What do they call them when they swing the fire? Fire dancers? Fire.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This looks like what he's doing with his arms. Yeah. So
he's cool.
Yeah. No, he's so cool, in fact, that he's got a second card.
Good lord.
So that must be quite potent. So we'll have a look at him.
Yeah, I'll do that in detail one day.
So there's some... so in the game you've got shrines. So shrines, if you control them, they give you like stuff, and you can also get like some free attacks at the enemy, and
I think
they're
it was
within range
or something that you get from
lightning.
shrines.
Yeah, so you gain a fate, and you can place one friendly model within 5 inches of its current location, which is actually very nice. And you can do a lightning attack against the nearest enemy model within 8 inches, and that has a crit of 7. So that can do quite a bit of damage if it has to.
Wow.
And there's another one called the Shrine of Wellen. Wellen? It's a elemental water one or whatever. So gain a fate. You can heal one friendly model for 5 health within 10 of the shrine. And then you do an ice blast against the nearest enemy model within 8.
Cool. And those are like Kickstarter cards.
It says, yeah. So they put them in the... So all the starter sets that you get now, they give you those as well.
Which is cool.
All these cards and things like that, you can download them. They're free to sort of print out online. Cool. So if you're into your tournaments, where there is quite a decent tournament scene for this game as well. Yeah. If you want to get your updated cards, these work fine for casual play. But if you want to, if you get serious about it,
the current version thing, you go to the website.
Have a look at that. So yeah. So we've got magic items as well. So
you spend fate to get them, yeah.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah. So you need fate or soul or something. You go to your leader or something goes to your effigy, or you have to go to the effigy, I think, to get it. Although there may be some characters that can do it.
Probably.
Else, I don't know.
There will always be exceptions to the rules.
They increase your speed, or they heal you, or something. But if you've got characters that are leveling up, and then you start
getting those as
sort
well,
of stuff,
wow, pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's what you get. You get a whole bunch of those. Healing Surge. Ooh, Heartseeker. Heartseeker bestows its bearer with +1 range. That could be handy.
Nice. I have to go through them a bit more.
Yeah, so I understand exactly how they work. But that's pretty much it. There's nothing else in there. So they give you lots of spaces for your counters when you pop them all out. So there's plenty of room, and other models would probably fit in there. Yeah, sort of wrap them up nice, and we'll put it in this box. But that's pretty much it.
Give it a crack with this, and then you can move into them and try and find some characters and monsters and things that you kind of like the look of.
Yeah, but that's where it comes down to. So the rules are very simple, like it's easy to learn and things like that. But the strategy comes down to your picking, and there's different types of play as well. So there's one of the ones they have is pick and ban.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. So you pick, what was it, 5 and 2?
So if you're playing a 3v3 game, 3 models,
Yeah.
you pick 5.
And then you ban 2. So you'll pick your 5 based on however you want to pick them.
Yep.
And then your opponent gets to ban 1. So they remove it from your pool. And then you have to pick from what remains for your 3. So there'll still be 1 left over. So yeah, you pick 5 and then your enemy bans 1 and you ban 1 and you use the other 3. And that's really cool. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, so there's a bit of chaos in there. Pretty much. So you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, like you were saying before, you could spend like an hour trying to find the perfect combination, and then your opponent goes, "Oh, you can't have that one," and you go,
But I think what you've got here, you've got 3 monsters to pick from, and you've got another 4 characters. So you've got 7 characters there.
6.
4.
Oh,
5, 6. Sorry, yes.
That's
Sorry,
gloom.
6. Yep.
So you got 6 characters and
2 glooms.
Yeah, 2 glooms for some reason.
I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe you can have.
Maybe you can have.
of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I always thought you could have one.
We'll have to have a look.
That's all right.
I'm going to go and read this anyway because I want a game. This one looks like fun.
It is.
It's
it looks cool.
We'll be probably doing at least 1 or 2 videos of games, I reckon.
I'd imagine, yeah. And then once we sort of have a handle on things, we'll talk about the other characters and sort of see how they work and if it fits into your little play style.
I saw Dwarf Pyromaniac somewhere, so I'm happy. Yeah. If I can't have a werewolf, that's the next best thing.
I thought undead.
Well, yeah. Oh, what was the one? It was an undead minotaur.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, she looked insane.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dwarf Pyromaniac.
Indeed.
2 words that were never more awesome.
Didn't he have a big ballista? There was another one that had a big ballista.
Something like that, yeah. There's some really cool ones. There's the Orc Witch Doctor. That's Kroll. That's the werewolf. What have I got there? There's Dwarf Pyromaniac. Barnascus. I mean, get into it. Jeez. Solid. Let's give it some games. If you guys want to give us any pointers and things while we're learning, just chuck a comment down there when you see a game video. Right now, I'm still reading.
But that's it. But I mean, like the guys who already play, like if you're in the like the competition scene and things like that, leave some comments and just help us out with this. I think because there's a bit for us to learn right from the beginning, so it'd be nice to get some help with it too.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, and also check out the Alpha Strike website because we do have this stuff available now.
Yes, that's good. Yes, Dwarf Pyromaniac. This one won't be available.
Go check out Haxar. I like him. He's an orc shaman. He's pretty cool. All right, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.